Okay, so I'm new in this whole YouTube channel thing. Would be amazing if I could get someone to actually create a website for us and manage our YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, etc., so we can reach more people. I'm really good at marketing, but I don't have the time to do the social media marketing. Um, a lot of healing that's being done at the moment. A lot of things being sorted out. Still no premises. Um, Funds for fuel. Thank you to a very kind person through our Google account that has been contributing for fuel. It's been helping to feed the families that can't contribute, besides all the organizations that I'm helping. And then obviously for a little bit of airtime and things that everybody needs. Um, you know what the fuel price is like. Crisis with our little Uno needs mechanical repairs. The brake system is failing, so it's quite dangerous for me to drive. Plus, the stress actually gives me more seizures and strain. Yesterday I had to pull over. I had such a headache from a seizure that I just couldn't drive, and the nausea was something extremely bad. I feel tired today, but motivated. Um, I must say the one response that I've had in, I would say, almost 4 years from Google has been amazing. And the support out there will grow. I'm out there fighting for the rights of everybody in South Africa to be able to eat. And then obviously my rights as a mother and a disabled person. It was seriously screwed over by Unilever South Africa, Smollan and all their values, the HRs, insurance companies, um, retirement annuities. Forced to resign in 2019 with the birth of my son with an emergency C-section and extreme seizures under care of monosarcus. Baby girl born 2018, 1st of January, 6 months prem. Also, miscommunication. Yeah, and then obviously doctors' reports and things cost me a lot of money because the government system doesn't work. They don't want to fill in our forms. They don't want to give us medication. There is no medication available. I've actually sat without a doctor for 6 months, and then when I saw him and asked him for something for the anxiety, he actually gave me topical, which had me in mania state for almost 7 weeks. Um, been very hectic, and then obviously the strain of being under debt review since I went on disability and then administration was the only way I could save my husband and everyone I thought at that point in time. A huge mistake. You're punished forever. Um, there's no backups, no credit cards, no loans, no student loans, no emergency, nothing. My income that I earn through Discovery at the moment, as Smollan refuses to actually acknowledge that I'm one of their employees, I was forced to resign to be able. Well, they told me that it's the only way I would actually be able to get a few rand out of Alexander Forbes. That I had to pay on debt coming out of the shacks, and then my husband lost his job during COVID as well. That's where Mrs. Zenaid Monty before that gave him a job, and then obviously Expro helped him qualify due to a bad principal that never paid him. Another fight that was won, good one. Um, yeah, in regards to principals, there are the good ones and the bad ones out there that actually look after their employees, and then there's some of them that are absolutely sick and treat their people like dogs in regards to where they sit, the hours that they work, the things that they must endure and do for those people. So people think CPO, close protection operative, bodyguard is an easy job. It's not. and the country has become very difficult in regards to race, um, and then obviously to funds for these people to actually be able to develop their skills and go for regulations 21 and competency and all of those things. My husband's been actively on duty helping cyber recruit people. The recruitment process is quite hectic. People are in and out and in and out. I think a lot of people, look, the circumstances aren't easy, but if you take that against what life's like, I would say that it's still an amazing opportunity, and just to be given a chance in life sometimes. Um, yeah, and then the amazing things that the world that's opened up to you, like my husband traveling all over. He'll be going away soon again. I don't divulge much information, as that is part of being a CPO wife. I prefer not to know all the details either, as I tend to get very passionate about rights and labor and all of that, but that's not my industry. Um, I do help people at the moment with the skills development as well as revamping their CVs in the security industry. I feel that none of them are actually capable of selling their skills very well. Not none of them, some of them and most of them. Yeah, so success rate, we've had 18 interviews, which is amazing. We've had 147 responses to CVs that we've actually sent out. There's 380 people waiting for me to actually contact them and to get them into the revamp program with us at Jobs SA. And then obviously we have Salma and Marizon that post WhatsApp jobs on the job groups. I had Jobs RSA, which I gifted to them a long time ago. Yeah, I grew that group amazingly. And then I started Jobs SA as soon as I got back from Pretoria, and I've taken up my work again. Oh, sorry, slow morning. Need a lot of coffee. Yeah, and then I'm at my wit's end in regards to Unilever, Smollan, Discovery, Liberty, Alexander Forbes, rights, workmen's compensation, etc. I've tried doing this the nice way. There is no nice way anymore. Unilever, you screwed up my life. You cause my children endless drama, as well as Unilever, Discovery. You damaged me as a person. You broke me, Molly de Prayer. Carlos de Nima, I always believed in you as a regional, and I worked very hard for you. Us as a team got certificate after certificate after certificate, making you look amazing as divisionals and regionals. There's so many jobs that get given to you at the same time, from ad hoc management, which is marketing management, shelf layouts, displays, targets, and then you still try in between to develop skills with your team, build a bond, and make them feel that life's about more than just getting that paycheck and feeling abused and overwhelmed 99% of the time with a tablet and running around and making everybody happy, and your little tracker pings at the store. Oh, you've been there. Yeah, retail in general is screwed up, but it's still a great industry with a lot of opportunities to grow. I just think the market is really changing, and with the Pick and Pay group basically going out of business, it's actually quite scary. There's a new chicken store that opened. I was actually invited to go there and submit our documentation for the waste and the contracts that's there. The big contract on top will be handled by One Small Act of Kindness, and then obviously the waste through us. And on days they're not capable to collect, we collect, and therefore help other organizations as well. Yeah. I would say my life is hell. after losing all my vehicles, and then obviously due to the latest stress and mania and all the shit I've had from November up until now, hasn't been easy. And then obviously medication changes, going to a private doctor, a lot of costs involved. And then yeah, my compliance this year is with my Dr. Manette Jansen van Rensburg. I've been with her a long time. I think I've shared more with her in my life. Not really. It took her 3 years just to open up, after hospitalization and hospitalization and hospitalization. And I haven't actually dealt with the fact that why I'm actually angry in life and why I'm broken, and not just my childhood, but in general. And then I've never really said what gets to me. And going feeding yesterday, I realized that sometimes you do things and you think you're on the right path, but you're not. And my biggest asset in life has been personal relationships. And that's one of the things that Smollan, Marlene de Prier, and Unilever and Discovery has taken away from me. And that has been my ability to believe in myself and see past all the faults and all the mistakes and actually get up and be confident. I'm trying very hard sometimes. My husband does a lot of work with me. I scoured the streets and crawled so long in the mud that it's very hard for me to adjust to normal life and normal people, and I come across as very aggressive, which I am. Yeah, that's caused by a lot of trauma and a lot of pain. They will still get to all of that. I'm done playing with Smollan and them. I don't threaten easily, and I give a lot of chances before I actually make a decision, and I've made one. So now I go full out. I'm tired of living with all the tablets. I'm tired of living with the stigma of bipolar. I'm tired of just being disabled. That's all I've become. I report every year, running up and down to doctors, nobody actually caring. Smollan hasn't actually given me a call since 2016, just to find out how's my disabilities. It's taken me 7 years to become strong enough to actually go to the gym, not just physically but mentally. Going to so many mental institutions after losing my medical aid as well. I'm being blacklisted with all the medical aid boards because of suspension of benefits again, not being able to pay my cars, my house, losing everything that meant something to us. And then obviously our children and ourselves that have been damaged so badly in the process. My eldest is turning 16. When I started working at Unilever, he went to grade 1, grade R. He's my big boy. He's in a special needs school with an IQ far above average. He's lost all hope and faith in any system and in God, to be very honest. I cannot force religion upon him, and I cannot change his views in life. I can only be his mother. It's very hard for me to see the destruction that has been caused in my children's lives, and they've never really adjusted out of the shacks. Delian wasn't born in the shacks, but she grew up there. She got back in close here at Villa Gloria. I haven't spoken much about that. Very traumatic experience, but yes. Also, streets family members. Yeah, and then I have a lot of hurt that I'm dealing with. I have little children that are so damaged and that have got no idea how to act in normal society. As a mom, I've been threatened so many times with people that's going to take my kids because I have mental health problems. And obviously that pushed me over the edge with addiction. Until I realized that addiction is not going to solve anything, and tablets neither. So where I'm at today is I'm a little raw. I've had a lot of hurt in the past few years and months, layers upon layers. Yeah, I've lost 2 babies as well. I never gave my little girl a name. My little boy that I lost name was Wolfgang. Brandon was born in 2008 after trying for 8 years to have a child. Biggest blessing I ever got from God, all of us. And then I had a miscarriage out of stress with Unilever. And then I lost the little baby when I started with Smollan. 5 months pregnant, went for sonar. No heartbeat. His name was Wolfgang. Had no medical aid. Went to Paardekraal Hospital in Krugersdorp, Yusuf Dado. Spent 6 days there, gave birth, stillbirth. Never had the funds to bury my child. Both were incinerated. Very traumatic. And then my aunt was murdered. Her name was Helen Duplessis. Maiden name Duplessis. Page, married name. Before that, Nelson. Very traumatic, very, it's hectic. And then I lost my mom-in-law, or my husband's grandmother, as he was thrown away as well. I had a difficult childhood. Family and me used to get along. We don't anymore. They've only always seen a drug addict with a problem. They've never really looked at the problem. And then, family's starting to wake up. Time to put water up for coffee. And we'll continue with this. I'll make a video and actually share all the communication up until now and how little it means for all the years that I've actually dedicated to them. Certificates earned, incentives. I've calculated over the years that I was actually actively a manager, managing teams, I actually brought in over 22 billion rand for Unilever and Smollan. And I went on 2 holidays, 10,000 rand bonus. I also got a trip overseas, but decided not to go because it was only for one. It was like team building. I don't leave my family here and go anywhere. My husband does that for survival. And so today my kids are starting with school. They were supposed to start yesterday, but it was day off and we were running up and down trying to get everything finished and repair teeth and do banks and all needs and gym and all of that. Mentally, I'm tired today. Calm. I'm not as angry as what I usually am. But I can go from 0 to hero in less than 1 second. Very hard for me to disassociate myself with all my family at the moment. They have written me off, most of them in any case, over the years, battling and going through what I did, and I tend to use and abuse them, and they got sick of me as well. So only person that hasn't ever really lost faith in me is my grandmother. She's 93. And then this I'm actually doing for my family, and then as well, I've tried with charity work and with everything to redeem myself as a person, and then repent to God for all my sins. Even though I come across sort of sweet, my survival skills and fighting skills, there's nothing wrong with. I would say that two people couldn't have abused each other more than me and my husband. Passion, fighting each other when the one is wrong, when the other isn't, and the one is and the other isn't. At the end of the day, it's always gone about our kids and staying together and getting up there. It's very hard to face the fact that most of the problems in my life is actually caused by myself, and that I've lived in denial for a very, very long time. And I think facing Smollan and them head on, I just need to find the right lawyer that's hungry for money at the end of the day, because that's what it's about. So if you know a lawyer that's prepared to take my case and that's got the balls to take out a few companies in regards to discrimination and unfair labour practice and the very long list of things that I've endured with them, working on crutches, giving it my all and then ending up with nothing, and just a lot of losses and damages. I've never seen my little girl as scared as I saw her last night about going to school. First time I actually shared this on air, but my son and my daughter were both molested in a school that I thought was safe, while I was trying to survive and cope with what was happening, and all the breakdowns. There was never any justice, and the other day I drove past there and the school was actually open again. And I had a knife with me after fighting at Rock Cottage for food, and I got this idea, maybe I must just apply justice. And then, as I wanted to stop, God actually spoke to me and said, it's not your place. But I still feel that there are so many other children that's going to get hurt in the process. Yeah, after all these years, I finally decided to do something about it. I won't say what, but my children are traumatized. I have to take my babies for drug AIDS tests every 6 months. Visit the teddy bear clinic. It is too traumatic for my husband and for everyone to go through. I went through it as a kid a few times. Was always told it's my fault and talking shit. That's where I'm at the moment. I've just become very angry again, so I'm ready for the day and for gym. We'll go deal with all this cuck, and then whoosah, and then try and tackle these problems with breaks and all of that, which is crazy, but yeah. And then besides car problems and loads of food and see everything, my main goal today is to revamp a few people's lives to the final point where they actually get replies, because that is what I do and I thrive on it. I feel that's really helping a person. It's by getting them a job and motivating them and developing their skills. And I won't say give hope, because my idea of hope ain't the same as yours. Fishing rod, not a fish. Anyways, good day everybody. That's me for the day for now. If there's anything interesting, I'll take videos, but I'm mainly going to be online today. And then my CV revamp team, I need to reconnect with. I've pushed them all away with this fight. I've pushed everybody away. I prefer it that way. I don't like fighting when I've got emotional if I'm open, can I put it this way? Because once I turn my heart to stone, it's stone. And that's where I'm at from today with Liberty and all of them. I feel that I've kept my mouth shut long enough, and I've tried as a poor person very hard to get somewhere legally, which I haven't. I will be actively searching for the right person to actually take the case. I've been through quite a few. The allocated legal people at the courts and things are not actually qualified enough to do this case. If you know of a pro bono lawyer out there that can fight for my rights, human, civil, mental, disabled, labour, injury on duty, workman's compensation, and then obviously a claim against Centurion Pick and Pay as well. I got hurt there, they never followed up on me, not even the centre management. So yeah, go big or go home, and FIFO.